Alrighty everybody, what's going on? So today in this video we are going to be doing the review of the 13 Fishing Code White spinning rod combo. Going to be throwing this shaky head right here. This bait is the Doc's Lure Company Night Fury bait, but I took the two claws off of each side right here, and now it's more of just a little finesse worm type of a bait. That's something I love about this bait, is it basically is 4 baits in one. You got the full creature, then you got the worm, you got the crawl, and then you got the little tiny finesse worm that you can make out of the tail. That's something I really do like about this bait. It's pretty much 4 baits in one. Came out here a little bit ago and tried to film this video, but my camera decided it wanted to act stupid and not work, and I got my first bite on this bait in 12 days. It was the first bite I had in the past 12 days. And I missed it. I did not catch the fish. So I was pretty upset about that. It burned me a little bit. I was not happy. Oh, also, there's my burn. That actually reminded me. You guys can't even probably see it, but it's right there. It's actually healed up pretty nice. That's pretty much the scar right there. Like I told my mom and dad, that scar story is going to get better and longer every time I tell it, you know what? I think that's about how everybody talks about their scars, though. The story is going to get longer and better every time I tell it. But in reality, I just act stupid and burn myself, so whatever, though. But fishing this 1/4 ounce shaky head, Code White, 13 Fishing Code White spinning rod and reel combo, 10-pound test Berkley Trilene. You guys seen me talking about that last night, and that's what I got it on here. Something I really do like about this reel is the components. It's all metal. The only plastic that's on here is the handle and this little piece that's right here. That right there, and then this right here is plastic. All the rest of it's metal. Like, I mean, it's not even bending. It's pretty tough metal. So I like it. It's going to be able to take the punishment of all those 4-pounders I'll hopefully catch on the slammer worm next summer. Because slammer worm done really good this year. I think I ended up catching, the year total for the slammer worm was like 4 4-pounders and a bunch of 3s and 2s. Honestly, I can't even come up with a number. I don't even know how many fish I caught on that bait. Somewhere between 20 and 25, I'd say. And around here, you know, the bass fishing is not good. That's why no one ever takes trips to Illinois for bass fishing. Unless it's like some sort of a tournament or something. That's why nobody takes trips to Illinois for bass fishing, because it sucks. But I done pretty good on this bait, or on that bait this year. A lot of people that have bought it have caught fish. A lot of people that use it have caught fish. I have, my dad has, my uncle has, the Enthusiastic Fisherman has. He made a video on it a while back. He caught a pretty decent 3.5-pounder on it, which was awesome to see. I think it's awesome. There's fish. No! I'm getting really annoyed. I've been fishing not every single day, but at least 75% of the days in this past 12 days that I've been out here. And I've only had 3 bites in 12 days. And I've had 2 of them today. One was on camera and one was not on camera, because I thought it was on camera, but my camera decided to act stupid. Oh, man, I'm getting annoyed with this crap. Feeling them hit it, setting the hook, and then nothing being there. But that's wintertime fishing, y'all. I think next time I go out fishing, I might come out here with a big swim bait, 6-inch swim bait. Throw it around on the bottom real slow. I don't know, though. I think there might be a bit too much grass in this pond for that. I'd like to head out to the pond where you guys see me catch those 4-pounders on the slammer worm this past summer. I'd love to be able to go out there again with a 6-inch swim bait that 10-inch slammer worm and just slow fish the crap out of that lake. Because I know for a fact that there's some big fish in there. There's been fish that have snapped 50-pound braid. When I was out there one day, I was throwing about a 4.5-inch live bluegill and throwing it down on the bottom with a 1-ounce weight and a 6/0 circle hook, and had it out there on the bottom. Was waiting. Something's got my bait, I think. What the world? It's like my bait's just not even there. That was weird. Felt kind of like something picked it up and started swimming towards me with it, but there was nothing there. Maybe he felt a little bit of tension and didn't like it and let go. I don't know. But I took that bait, I cast it way out there, let it sink to the bottom, and when it hit the bottom, I was sitting there and my rod was sitting like this right here next to me. All of a sudden my rod tip goes, and all of a sudden my rod goes like that. Almost fell in the water. I grabbed it, waited for the second thump, set the hook, and broke my 20-pound mono instantly. So that kind of annoyed me. Boy, that wind just came out of nowhere. Here, I'll turn the camera where you guys can hear me, hopefully. Broke that 20-pound mono basically instantly, so I started using braid and never ended up actually getting bit again. So I don't know what it was. I mean, we've all had our theories. My cousin thinks it was a snapping turtle. I think that it was either a pond grinnell or something with teeth, possibly a muskie or pike. My uncle thinks it was a pike or muskie, whatever, because the same pond, my uncle and cousin were fishing it one day, and they were watching big old giant fish hit shad, and pretty soon my uncle described it as looking like a log. He said that it looked like a log just came up swimming next to the bank right in front of him, and all of a sudden it just made this huge swirl and swam off. And he said that he's seen only a few pike and muskie in his life, but he said that it looked almost exactly like a muskie. So there's possibility it could have been a muskie. My dad, judging off of the characteristics that he said, my uncle said, my dad thinks it was a gator gar coming in from the river. But we're in, southeast Illinois. We never really heard a whole lot about gator gars being around here, but honestly, with that river, it's who knows what could be in there. There's been people who have said that alligators have been seen in that river. There's gigantic catfish in that river, but nobody's ever been able to catch them. It's wild. Whatever it is, I want to catch it. I think using a big swim bait or something, I think I'd be able to catch it, but I don't know if whatever I'm using at the time of me hooking into it will be able to catch it. I'll be able to catch it. I fought decently sized fish. When I was about 6 or 7 years old, I fought about a 25-pound channel cat. Or, excuse me, not 25, 15 is what I was saying. 15-pound channel cat, which is the biggest fish I've ever caught. And, that fish fought pretty hard. From what I can remember, it fought pretty hard. And I think that if I do hook up into a muskie, that's kind of a bucket list fish. Freshwater bucket list fish is definitely a muskie, a pike, a sturgeon, a gator gar, and a smallmouth bass, which a lot of people are used to catching. Thought that was a fish, but I think it might have just been a piece of the brush pile. A lot of people have been able to catch smallmouth bass, but I'm not able to catch them where I'm living. I also want to catch a full-blooded spotted bass. This past summer, I was able to catch a few crossbred largemouth spotted bass. Some of them, they had the characteristics of spotted bass. Some of them had the characteristics of largemouth. They were kind of crossbred. So I couldn't say that they were 100% purebred spotted bass, because they they weren't. You know, they were crossbred hybrids. Spotted bass, smallmouth. Those are two bass that I've never been able to catch around here, but I really do want to. I've definitely got the baits that can do it, though. Already 10 minutes into this video, so I guess I can go ahead and give my review off of this rod, what I think of it, how I've fished with it for a little bit, and I think that it's a pretty good rod right now. I definitely think that it will be easy to tell when you get a bite with this rod, because of the it's a medium fast, which basically means that it's got a softer tip, and it will help you be able to feel the bites a lot more than, you know, using a medium heavy or medium slow, you know, or whatever they call them. I don't really know. You know, bass fishing, I'm more of a, you know, when it comes to spinning rods, I don't usually go with the big fancy bass fishing spinning rods. I'll normally go with like an all-around spinning rod. That's what my other two, or my other one that I have, the black spinning rod with the black reel. That rod there is mainly made for all kinds of fish. It's not made specifically for bass like this one or my Mike Iaconelli rod is. Whoa. So I don't normally go with a whole lot of the fancy specs on the rod and everything, you know, medium slow, medium fast, whatever. Normally, if it's a good rod, you know, in my opinion, if it's a good rod, you can feel the bites, you can feel them tapping your bait, you know, you can feel it, you can feel what your bait's doing down there. If you can feel a leaf sitting on your bait, then you can normally be able to catch fish with it. Like all the times that I would have a leaf on my bait here in the past few minutes when I've been fishing, I've normally been able to feel it, and that's why I reel it in. Because them leaves like that leaf right there will be sunk down on the bottom and it'll be stuck to my shaky head. Or with the grass, you know, I can feel the grass down there too. So I think I'm going to go ahead and end this video here pretty soon. If you guys want to buy any of these Dox Lure Company Night Fury baits, they're creature baits with normally they have two claws. They have one right here and one right here. But I took those claws off to make the little finesse worm. You can take the claws off and make the worm. You can take the tail off and make it a crawl bait, you know, for a back of a jig. You can do a lot of things with this bait. And I really do like it. I think it's going to be an awesome bait this summer, especially flipping around trees and also deep water fishing with jigs, you know, with the crawl, all that kind of stuff. So thank you guys for watching. Make sure you like, comment, and subscribe if you haven't already. Like I said, if you want to buy any of these, they're $4. I'll leave the information on the baits in the description if I can remember to. I'll leave how many comes in each pack in the description because I'm out here and I don't really know exactly how many comes in a pack. So I'll leave all that in the description. I'll leave my email also where you can PayPal the money. They're $4 each pack. However many packs you want. They come in all different sorts of colors, from green pumpkin like I'm using here. This is green pumpkin magic. I use the black magic color as well, which basically, if you don't know what those colors are, is it's green or black plastic with red, silver, blue, green, purple, all different colors of flake. It's got a bunch of different flakes in it. That's why I call it the black magic and green pumpkin. There's fish. That is a tree. Darn it. Boy, I set the hook good into that one. Alright, well, I guess you guys are going to watch me catch this 300-pounder here. We'll see how strong this rod is. Hopefully it doesn't break. I've got 10-pound test line, but this is Berkley Trilene 10-pound test, and I've pulled heavier things than this in, so I set the hook real good into it, that's for sure. So I'd say it's probably either going to get broke off, Oh, it came out. Thank God. See if the hook's bent. Oh, wow. Looky there. The hook didn't even come out. It was stuck on the head. Wow. That's actually really surprising. So now we have a brush pile out here where it was originally. So, alrighty then. Okay. Well, that's a good note to leave the day on. That's pretty much what I've been catching, is those tree pounders. So yeah, thank you guys for watching once again. Like I said, if you want to buy any of these baits, I'll leave the information down in the comments. They come in all different sorts of colors: white, black, green pumpkin, root beer. Personal favorite color is root beer and green pumpkin. But they come in all sorts of different colors. So yeah, thank you guys for watching once again. Bye.